I've been chosen to enter the imperial harem. On my first day in the palace, I gave myself a fortune reading. The reading showed if I do nothing, I'd win just by lying around. I believed it. From then on, I started a life of eating and sleeping, a lazy life.
Oh, my lady. Wake up. You have to pay respects to the Empress today.
My head suddenly hurts a lot. I'm not going to pay respects.
My lady, congratulations. Tonight, the Emperor has chosen you for his bed.
Quick! Tell the Imperial Household Department I've caught a cold. I cannot serve the Emperor tonight.
Consort Sun is favored now. Consort Sun has fallen out of favor. Concubine Qian is pregnant. Concubine Qian miscarried.
The concubines are fighting to the death. In the small broken yard next to the cold palace, I slept like a log. My only worry was the meals from the imperial kitchen were getting more and more sloppy. Tofu and greens, greens and tofu. My face is turning green from eating it. Oh well, I'll just make do. Better than getting pregnant and miscarrying, or being favored than losing it. Until that day.
So noisy. Search carefully, all of you. If you don't find it, all your heads will be gone.
Yelling and shouting all morning long. What are you doing?
Lady Consort Li's Persian cat is lost. The whole palace is searching everywhere.
Is that all? Southeast corner of the Imperial Garden. Check the cracks in the third layer of the rockery.
Oh.
You. How did you know?
I divined it.
You're somewhat useful, I'll give you that.
Then, for my dinner, they added an extra chicken leg.
Xing, the peonies I carefully nurtured, died overnight. Was it you?
3 feet under the flower roots at the southwest corner. There's a doll buried.
Dig it up. Your ladyship. Who did it?
The one in your palace wearing green, with a mole above her eyebrow.
My lady, lunch is served.
All right. So delicious. Heaven never lies to me. As long as I lie flat, I can win in life.
Imperial physician. Why, after taking your medicine, am I not recovering?
I am incompetent.
Your Majesty. Oh, Your Majesty. You've been ill for half a month now. I'm so worried about you. I came especially to attend to you. Lady Consort. Your Majesty has the Imperial physician attending her. So you need not trouble yourself. Very well then. Then I wish Your Majesty a speedy recovery.
If my illness doesn't improve, I fear she will soon be lording over me.
Your Majesty. I heard that near the Cold Palace, there is a fortune teller.
Lady Su Aunt Q is here.
Lady Su, Her Majesty's migraine.
Under the pillow.
What?
There's a jade piece under the pillow. It has a lotus carved on it. Take it and throw it into the lotus pond.
Lady Su, are you sure about this? That's Her Majesty the Empress.
Wood, tired going to sleep. Why is it so noisy again?
Congratulations, Lady Su, thanks to your blessing. Last night, Her Majesty slept peacefully. Today she specially sent me to give you a reward.
Her Majesty is truly generous.
Then I shall take my leave.
Lady Su, your lunch has arrived.
Have I been too conspicuous lately? This cushy life of doing nothing, is it about to end?
What? The Empress is better. I heard Aunt Chu went to see Lady Sue once. And then the Empress got better. She even gave Lady Sue many gifts. This woman, isn't she good at fortune telling? Then I will let her have a good calculation. Imperial Garden.
Let's go, let's go.
Stop. Lady Sue is quite popular now. Even Her Majesty the Empress looks at her with new eyes.
You flatter me, Your Highness. I'm just lucky.
Is that so? Then please, sister, do me a favor and read my fortune. When will I bear a prince?
What a tricky and malicious question. If I get it right, they'll say I'm spreading lies. If I get it wrong, I'm deceiving the lady.
Now, this consort is way too fragrant.
Ah, too. Your Highness, maybe you should see a royal physician first.
What do you mean?
This perfume on you is laced with musk and safflower powder. If you inhale it too long, it might make it hard to conceive.
If you dare to talk nonsense, I will have your skin flayed. Return to the palace.
How could I run into this? I should have cast a divination before leaving. Bad luck. Let's go, let's go. Who is it in the middle of the night?
Lady Sue, how dare you? You actually poisoned the consort's face powder.
I didn't.
No more talk. Let's go. Soothing. Attempting to murder the consort is a capital crime.
Your Highness, I did no such thing.
Bring her in. It was her. She ordered me to put something into the consort's face powder, to add a substance. Caught red-handed. What do you have to say now?
I traveled too fast. So sleepy.
Speak. Who ordered you?
Your Highness.
What? Want to beg for mercy?
No. That thing in the box. You've been using it for a long time, haven't you?
What are you trying to say?
That balm. It's made from a tribute from the southern frontier, Beauty's drunk flower honey. It's indeed good for the complexion. But
what?
But combined with your daily drink, Snow Mountain ginseng tea is warming. Beauty's drunk flower honey is cooling. Hot and cold clash. Over time, it causes illness.
Nonsense. The imperial physician clearly.
The imperial physician only checked the face powder. He never examined what you consume daily, so he couldn't know the two conflict. Your Highness. Have you recently felt night sweats every night? Chest tightness in the morning? Irregular periods? This incense powder maid took 500 taels from your rival. She merely put into the face powder some flower pollen. At most, it would give you a few rashes. The one truly harming you is yourself.
Get out. Get out.
You're awake, lady. Consort Liu has fallen ill. Her palace gates are closed. I heard she executed a maid.
What's this?
This is from the Empress. She specially ordered bird's nest for you.
Hopefully no more trouble. I just want to be a slacker who takes it easy.
I've been claiming illness for the past half month. I wonder what the Empress has done behind the scenes. The Emperor hasn't visited me even once. Instead, he stays at her place every night. At this rate, the Emperor will probably forget about me. Your Highness, I heard that before. The Empress rewarded that talent Sue with a lot of gold and treasures. That talent Sue is very cunning. Maybe it's her, secretly advising the Empress to steal your Highness's favor. Well, a mere talent dares to scheme against me, shouting, "You're still serving the second prince, right?" Yes.
The bed and the dining table are way too far apart. Hey, should we move the table next to the bed?
My lady, that's one of your few forms of exercise.
All right. I'll take a nap then. Don't wake me. What now? What are you trying to do to Talent Sue?
The second prince was in the imperial study, suddenly started foaming at the mouth, fell to the ground convulsing, and hasn't woken up yet.
What does that have to do with me?
By the emperor's decree, Talent Sue has attempted to harm the imperial heir. Arrest her immediately.
I haven't even left my room. How could I harm the heir?
Save that explanation for the emperor. Take her away.
Shouting. Tell me. The person lurking near the imperial study, sneaking around, was it her?
Yes, it was her.
Sue. Do you know your crime?
I know no crime.
Sue, I have treated you well, but you are so vicious as to try to kill my prince.
I did not, Your Majesty.
Bring in the evidence. Witnesses saw you bury this object at the corner of the second prince's study. With both witnesses and evidence, you still dare to deny it?
Practicing witchcraft in the palace
And attempting to harm a prince.
is a capital offense.
Guards, drag this treacherous person away.
Your Majesty, this Polonia figurine is not mine. Moreover, the birth characters written on it are wrong.
You're lying.
The second prince's birth characters are Bingyin year, Dingyu month, Wushu day, Gangshan hour. But what's written on that figurine is Bingyin year, Dingyu month, Wushu day, Shenwu hour. That's off by 1 hour. A single hour difference can completely change a person's fate. You're trying to frame someone but used a fake birth chart? This frame-up is a bit too sloppy, don't you think?
Nonsense. I think you deliberately wrote it wrong.
Also, you said you saw with your own eyes that I was at the second prince's residence sneakily burying something.
Yes,
Where? When?
3 days ago, at the hour of you.
3 days ago at the hour of you? I was by the abandoned well behind the cold palace, helping Beauty Lee retrieve her hairpin. Matron Zhang of the laundry bureau was there too, as well as the patrolling Imperial Guard Commander Wang Hu. Your Majesty can send someone to ask and confirm.
This servant misremembered. It was 4 days ago.
4 days? 4 days ago, Eunuch Zhao of the Imperial Household Department brought 3 eunuchs to my place to deliver some items. They were with me from the hour of Shen until the 3rd mark of the Yu hour.
They all can testify that.
I never left the courtyard even for a step.
Useless.
Lady Sue, you are quite good at calculating. You even know the second prince's birth date with such accuracy.
Your Majesty, it wasn't calculated. At the second prince's full moon celebration, the Imperial Household Department registered his information. I happened to pass by and caught a glimpse. I have a good memory, I suppose.
Grasping at shadows. Deceiving the emperor. Guards, drag him out and beat him to death.
Your Majesty, spare me. Consort Lu, save me.
This eunuch Xiao Tingzi, why is he begging Consort Lu for help? Could it be that the one plotting against the prince is Consort Lu?
Your Majesty, I have no idea. Please don't listen to her. Nonsense. Your Majesty.
Consort Lu, you failed to manage your staff, and believed in slander. As punishment, you are confined to your quarters for reflection for 3 months.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Empress. The second prince is your own flesh and blood. Your neglect of him is incompetence.
Your Majesty's lesson is well taken.
As for the second prince's birthday matter, you know it well. Go back and reflect properly.
Yes.
Let her go. Able to divine. Bold and decisive. This woman is no simple one. De Kang, At your service. go and handle a task for me.
Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Good thing I reacted quickly, or I'd be dead.
Greetings, lady. My lady, I bear His Majesty's decree. You are to move elsewhere.
Move where?
The Qiankun Palace. Side hall.
Qiankun Palace. The Emperor's bedchamber. Inside hall. Eunuch. Could I not move? It's quite quiet here.
My lady, please don't make things difficult for me.
His will cannot be defied. Please, go ahead.
1 bird. 2 birds. I can't take it anymore, I'm so bored. I moved to this side hall half a month ago. The emperor almost every day comes to sit for a while, and says not a word. He just reads memorials and books, and insists I stay by his side. What does he want? Oh, forget it. At least the snacks here are really delicious.
Sushi.
Home?
Do a divination. For me.
What about?
Divine. My kingdom.
So it finally came. Can't tell.
Why?
That's about national fate. It'll shorten my life. I still want to live a few more years. What about the braised lion's head meatballs from the imperial kitchen?
Good.
Then divine for me.
What now?
Divine for me. How long do I have to live?
Your Majesty, do you really want to know?
Speak.
Fine. The divination fee, 1,000 taels of gold. No credit.
Good. Good for you, Su Xing. Bold. Bold enough. Then you can stay here forever.
How ridiculous. Braised lion's head meatballs, crystal shrimp dumplings, sweet and sour cherry pork, steamed sea bass. Not bad, not bad. Even though I'm staying in the side hall of Qiankun Palace, it's a bit close to the emperor, but the food is fantastic.
My lady, you can still eat.
Of course. Eating is the most important thing.
You don't know how many pairs of eyes in the palace are watching you.
The emperor has been busy with court affairs lately. He hasn't visited the harem in a long time.
But every single day, he comes to our side hall and sits for a while. Every time he comes, he's either reviewing memorials or reading. What does that have to do with me? But others don't know that. The palace rumor says it's you. You used magic to charm the emperor, that's why you alone have his favor. I'm really worried about you, my lady.
What's there to fear? Even heaven said, as long as I stay low and do nothing, I'll win effortlessly. This sweet and sour cherry pork is so delicious, try some.
If there is business, present it. If not, dismiss the court.
Your Majesty, I have a memorial to present.
Speak.
Qiankun Palace is the Emperor's residence, and the Empress resides in the Central Palace. How can a lowly talented lady live with the Emperor? It's really improper. Please have the Emperor order Lady Su to move out of Qiankun Palace.
Please have the Emperor order Lady Su
to move out of Qiankun Palace.
What I asked you to do, how is it going?
Your Highness, I sent someone yesterday to deliver a letter to the Prime Minister. I'm sure during court today, he will present a memorial to impeach that seductress.
Good. Even though that woman has some skill. She's just a lady in waiting. No family background, no connections. I don't believe the emperor would embarrass an old minister for her.
Your Majesty, please order Lady Su
to move out of Qiankun Palace. Please make a decision soon. Indulging a bewitching concubine is a sign of national calamity. Your Majesty, please reconsider.
Enough. This matter, I will decide myself.
Court adjourn.
All these memorials want Lady Su to move. In their eyes, am I so obsessed with beauty that I'm a fatuous rupa? Lady Su's talent is extraordinary. If she's not under my nose, how can I rest easy?
Report, Your Majesty, urgent dispatch from 800 LI. Severe drought in the south. Land parched for miles. People are suffering.
What?
You went to the imperial kitchen. Why do you look so grim?
Lady Su, in this palace, only you can still be so carefree. Drought in the south, refugees everywhere. The emperor has sent 3 batches of relief grain.
But it's not helping. The drought in the south. The people suffer. Death. The people are suffering so.
Lady Su, what I mean is, people outside are saying that you are the cause of the disaster.
Only a useless dynasty would blame everything on a woman. As for our emperor,
Lady Sue, be careful what you say.
Chief astronomer, you observed the stars tonight, this great disaster, do you have a solution?
I am incompetent. This is heaven's punishment. The stars, no solution.
I think it's that one. That's right. This is a punishment from heaven.
The emperor has lost virtue. Heaven sends a great calamity. This drought in the south is a warning from heaven.
How dare you? You dare.
I implore your majesty to have concubine Sue move out of the side hall and issue a self-criticism edict, to beg heaven to calm its anger.
Could it be that this disaster really started because of me? And that Su Xing.
I beg your majesty to save the people from suffering.
The news relayed is roughly like this.
Did the Chancellor really publicly force Your Majesty to write a self-criticism edict?
Yes, it is said that His Majesty's face could drip ink.
I only told him to slightly spread some rumors. You went too far.
Your Highness. Are we doing this a bit too much?
The Emperor placed a lowly concubine in the Qianqin Palace. Is he treating me, the Empress, as dead? Today is the 15th. The Emperor must come. It's the day for the Empress's palace. After the Emperor complains to me, I'll tell the Chancellor to hold back. I want the Emperor to know. Only the Empress can control the rumors.
Your Highness is wise.
Go check how the small kitchen's dishes are coming along.
Yes.
Reporting to the Empress, Your Highness, His Majesty's oral decree, today. He is not coming.
Is His Majesty troubled by state affairs sleeping in the Hall of Mental Cultivation?
His Majesty, he went to concubine Sue's place.
What?
Wake up.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
You say, this natural disaster, is it really my fault?
A natural disaster is a natural disaster. What does that have to do with people? Can people really control whether it rains or not?
But the Imperial Observatory says this is divine punishment. The Chancellor says, it's me.
They also say I am a seductive consort who ruins the nation. If they really could read the heavens, they would have predicted when it would rain. They wouldn't be grasping at straws now.
So, in your opinion, this natural disaster, how do we solve it?
To untie the bell, you need the one who tied it.
What do you mean?
If heaven won't send rain, ask heaven for it.
How do we ask?
Your Majesty, don't you think?
What?
Maybe something in the southern border has angered the heavens.
What do you mean?
I'm just guessing. For example, if someone dug a big pit in front of your house and dumped stinky water in it every day, would you be happy? Of course you wouldn't. Maybe if you got angry, you wouldn't even want to leave the house.
You mean?
I didn't say anything. I just think this is abnormal. There must be something fishy. Such a big area turned arid just like that, without a single blade of grass. There must be a reason.
Guards.
Here.
Immediately dispatch 3 groups of troops secretly to the southern border. Focus on investigating whether the terrain has any anomalies, whether anyone is undertaking major construction, especially digging pits.
Your humble servant obeys.
Your Majesty, from 800 Lie South, an urgent secret report.
Excellent. So, angering the heavens indeed.
Your Majesty, getting angry is bad for you. Let's talk calmly. Don't be mad.
The servants of the Lu family, how dare they use concubine Lu's influence to build a dam illegally, cutting off the water supply? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, truly ridiculous.
Immediately issue my decree. All adult males of the Lu family are to be beheaded. All beheaded. The rest of the men will be exiled to the frontier. All female family members will be made courtesans.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Also, immediately notify the Southern Military Command to blow up the dam to alleviate the drought. Also allocate 100,000 pickles of grain to relieve the victims.
I'll see to it immediately, Your Majesty.
What? My uncle's entire family has been executed and exiled. Quickly prepare my sedan chair. I need to see the Emperor.
All of you, leave. Lady Su? You stay.
What's up, Your Majesty? Is something the matter?
This whole matter, we have you to thank. Tell me, what reward do you want?
Reward?
Your Majesty. Please, Your Majesty, spare my uncle's family, Your Majesty.
You dare come here?
This concubine Lu is so brainless. The Emperor is still furious. And she dares to provoke him?
Your Majesty, my uncle's family meant no harm. Shut up.
Meant no harm? Your Lu family is absolutely ridiculous. And you have no compassion at all. Imperial Consort Lu. From today onward, you are demoted to noble lady. Confined to your palace for a year. Guards, take her away.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Have you thought about what reward you want, Su Karen?
I have thought about it, Your Majesty. Could you change the rosewood bed in the side hall to the hardboard bed that I used to sleep on? The bed is too soft, and it hurts my back when I sleep.
You really are a...
What?
A freak.
Thank you for the compliment, Your Majesty.
What?
The Emperor actually promoted Su Xing to the rank of noble lady.
Indeed, moreover, he did it in front of all the officials. And he has ordered, from now on, no one is allowed to call Su Xing a demon consort.
He really does dote on her.
Your Majesty. This woman is quite skilled. Shall I go and warn her?
Come here.
Miss Chuntao. Quickly go tell your mistress to come receive the imperial edict. Bestowing rewards in front of all the officials, Lady Su is the first to receive such an honor.
Eunuch, Our Lady hasn't woken up yet.
The imperial edict cannot wait. Lady Su, please come out to receive the edict.
Eunuch, Our Lady doesn't wake up naturally, won't get up. Maybe you could leave the edict here for now.
But Lady Su is now the Emperor's favorite. She must have some skills. I need to be careful. All right. Then I'll leave the edict here. This old servant takes his leave.
Chuntao, what time is it?
My lady, you woke up just in time. Lunch has just arrived. Today is your first day as a noble lady. I wonder if the lunch will be any different. Lady. Yes, Eunuch Decan came to deliver the decree just now. The Emperor promoted you to noble lady. But you were asleep, so he left the edict here. Do you want to see it?
No. I need to wash up quickly, and then eat. Eat. That's it? Aren't I a noble lady now? This is what you give me to eat?
Did they send the wrong food? No mistake. Lady Sue, this is exactly what you're supposed to eat.
Who are you?
This is Chef Wu of the Imperial Kitchen. She manages the entire Imperial Kitchen.
What's the deal with your Imperial Kitchen? Giving me this to eat? Before I was promoted to noble lady, the food I had was way better than this.
Lady Sue, recently, our Imperial Kitchen has been cutting costs. Even Her Majesty the Empress eats vegetarian every day. You still have a plate of pig's head meat. That's already good enough.
I see, you're giving me a hard time, huh? Do you know where this is?
The side hall of Qiankun Palace.
So you do know it's the side hall of Qiankun Palace? Right under the Emperor's nose, you dare to make things difficult for me? Do you have a death wish?
Don't you play the bully here. The Emperor is busy every day. How would he have time to care about what you eat? I advise you to keep your head down and behave yourself. What are you doing?
You've been cursed.
What do you mean?
I know you're just following orders. But I don't care. Who ordered you? I just want to eat well, have good food. This curse of mine will bring you bad luck, hinder your official career. If you keep skimping on my meals, you'll have misfortune for the rest of your life.
Stop talking nonsense. Don't think a few words from you will scare me.
Believe it or not, I don't care if you don't. Chuntao, see the guest out.
Yes. Chef Wu, this way please.
You.
Don't push me. A piece of paper, you think that can scare me, huh? Do you take me for a 3-year-old?
Bad news, bad news. Chef Wu, something terrible happened. There's a problem with the dishes for the palace banquet.
What? Take me there now.
You're really something, my lady. That female official is in trouble, just as you said.
What? It really happened?
Yes. But my lady, why are you so surprised? Isn't it you who cast the curse?
Oh dear. That talisman, I just drew it randomly. In this palace, I can't just go around casting curses. If I were found out, I'd be beheaded.
Then why did you confidently say that she'd have bad luck for life?
Well, I just wanted to sneak into the Imperial kitchen tonight and cause some trouble for her.
What?
Nothing. So that female official really got into trouble? Quick, send someone to find out what happened.
Yes.
What happened? These jade mushrooms tribute from the southwest are the main dish for the palace banquet tonight. Didn't I tell you to take good care of them? What were you thinking?
Well, the servants followed your orders exactly, storing them in a damp, cool place, and sprinkling water often, but somehow, they all have a sour smell.
You're cursed. This curse of mine will bring you bad luck. Your career will be stagnant.
It must be her doing. That woman.
Oh.
That's how it works in the Imperial kitchen.
So that's how it is. Looks like I'm really lucky after all. Even heaven is helping me. Indeed. Lying flat is the true meaning of life.
Suxing, how can you be so cruel?
I want to eat 8 treasure duck, lion's head meatball and stir-fried kidney, sweet and sour ribs, and fermented rice soup with tang yuan. Once I'm full, I'll remove the curse for you. You wouldn't want the emperor to know that the main dish for the palace banquet, Ruyu mushroom, was ruined by you, right?
Just you wait. I won't let you off easy. HMHF.
Miss, that Chef Wu looks really angry. She wouldn't go to the person behind this to tattle, would she?
She wouldn't dare. The palace banquet is the day after tomorrow. If before then, the matter of the Ruyu mushroom is still not resolved, then her head will be on the line. Is picking on me more important, or her own life? I think she knows which is more important. That kitten in the Imperial Garden today was so cute. Did you see it? I wish I could have one too.
Lady Sue. Look, as you ordered, it's all prepared.
Delicious. This is the kind of meal I deserve.
Lady Su, are you satisfied with the taste?
Very satisfied. As expected from the Imperial kitchen.
So, about that curse.
I'm in the middle of eating. Don't talk about such unlucky things. It's ruining my appetite, you know?
All right. Please eat first.
So tasty.
Lady Su.
You're still here? Ah, come here. There. Your curse is lifted. You can go back now.
That's it? It's done.
What? You don't believe me?
I do.
After you go back today, don't do anything. Remove the guards watching the white jade mushrooms. Tomorrow morning, I promise, everything will be back to normal.
That's all? Lady Su, you're not lying to me, are you? Let me tell you, you must not deceive me. This matter, it concerns the palace night banquet. It's very important.
Oh, by the way, to lift the curse, there's one more condition. Within half an hour, you must go to bed. Otherwise, the curse will become a death curse. And then even I can't do anything.
What? This official takes leave.
Why does she talk so much? Finally, she's gone.
Milady, didn't you say the curse was just a joke on her? Can the tribute really be saved? Is this really going to work?
We'll find out if we try.
Tomorrow is the palace banquet. I hope Lady Su's curse can really be lifted. My jade-like mushrooms. Quick, someone come. Quickly put this jade mushroom into the chest for me and cover it with cloth. This jade mushroom must not see light. Hurry up, hey. Oh dear.
Hey. Lady Wu. This jade mushroom is ready.
What? It actually recovered. It seems that Lady Su really has some skill. You, quickly take the new pastries that the Imperial kitchen developed and send some to Lady Su. Go now.
Yes, ma'am.
From now on, I can't just pick a fight with Lady Su. Otherwise, I might not even know when I've been cursed.
Greetings, Lady Su. I am specially sent by Lady Wu to bring you some pastries.
Pastries? Bring them over, quick. I didn't expect Lady Wu to be so diplomatic.
Well, you saved her life, so of course she has to suck up to you. But I'm very curious, how did you make the jade mushroom return to its original state?
Her? Although she knew the jade mushroom likes moisture. But you see, the more precious something is, the more it fears being suffocated. It needs ventilation. So I had you sneak out at midnight to open all the doors and windows, and spread the jade mushrooms on the ground, letting them get some air.
So that's how it is. My lady, you're so clever.
Of course.
So that's how it is.
Your Majesty, you're here. Come. These pastries are all delicious.
I never expected Lady Su's mind to be as sharp as ever.
Just a stroke of luck, pure luck. But, your servant this time should count as a merit, right? I heard this jade mushroom is extremely delicious. I wonder if your Majesty could grant me a taste as well?
Granted.
Yay, I get to eat something good again.
How many more surprises does she have that I don't know about?
Your Majesty, the Imperial household sent someone to ask. For this year's autumn hunt. Do you have any further instructions?
Keep everything as usual.
Got it.
Autumn hunt? Is it fun?
There have been frequent disturbances at Nanshan hunting ground lately. But the secret agents still haven't found anything. Why not let Su Xing go alone? If anything happens, we can respond in time. Fun? Do you want to go?
No. I'd rather stay in the palace and relax. Hunting and stuff sounds dangerous just hearing about it.
The autumn hunt traditionally, only the Empress is allowed to accompany. The Emperor made an exception to ask Lady Su. Such an honor, and she actually refused. This Lady Su is truly not simple.
It seems Lady Su has many misconceptions about the autumn hunt. Decon, why don't you properly tell Lady Su about the autumn hunt's interesting aspects?
Yes, Your Majesty. Oh, Lady Su, the Royal Autumn Hunt takes place once a year. The location is the Royal Hunting Ground. The Royal Hunting Ground is truly scenic and beautiful, picturesque. It's the perfect autumn weather, crisp and clear. When you get there, you'll see the magnificent view of the vast sky and open clouds. I guarantee you'll forget all your worries. Ha ha ha.
No. I'm in the palace, and I have no worries. Why would I go that far away?
Oh, the autumn hunt. You can also taste all kinds of game, things you can't get in the palace.
I'm going. I have to go now.
Useless, can't even handle a small matter.
Your Majesty, please spare me. That's Su Jing, she really knows witchcraft. She put a curse on me. I really have no other choice.
Your Majesty, bad news.
Why are you so flustered? What kind of behavior is this? Go to the Punishment Bureau and accept your punishment.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
What happened?
The Emperor has ordered you to arrange this year's autumn hunt.
Why be nervous about that? For so many years, the autumn hunt has been organized by me alone. This year is no different.
But this year, on the list from the imperial household, they added noble consort Su's name.
What? The royal autumn hunt has always only allowed the Empress to accompany. She's just a minor noble consort. Is she worthy?
It must be Su Jing, who used some trick on the Emperor. Your Majesty, let me go and teach Su Jing a lesson.
No need. The Emperor favors a noble consort like this. He doesn't respect me at all. In that case, I don't have to consider old ties anymore. Go tell father that on the day of the autumn hunt is the time to act.
Yes.
If I'd known the autumn hunt would start this early, I wouldn't have come. It's not easy to get a bite of game.
Protect the Emperor.
Quickly, mobilize the Imperial Guard. Follow me to rescue the Emperor.
What's wrong?
Your Highness, the Emperor is deep in the hunting grounds. He seems to be in danger.
All right.
It sounds like a big cat.
Big cat? A tiger.
I've only 3 arrows left. Let's do this.
Your Majesty. Don't move, Your Majesty.
Sushi, this is reckless. Fall back.
Soon position. Wind. Wood overcomes earth. No, it's the hour of the monkey. Go.
Sushi, fall back.
This is all this for me?
This is the meal for a GU. Are you satisfied, my lady?
Yes, very satisfied.
His Majesty is truly brilliant. He knew Consort Su would have objections to her promotion. So he sent me with this meal to shut her up. I'll take my leave now. Go on, go on.
My lady, are you still in the dark now?
In the dark about what? I'm feeling so enlightened now. Taozi, sit down. Try some of this deer tendon, it's delicious. I never thought the food for a Jiyu would be so much better than a noble lady's.
Yes, my lady. You truly are a lucky person.
Of course. My fortune is destined.
Full in content?
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
You may leave now.
Your Majesty, why did you promote me again? Isn't it inappropriate?
What, is the food for a Jiyu not to your liking? I saw you enjoying it quite a bit.
Yes, I liked it. Of course I did.
The incident at the autumn hunt, it wasn't an accident. It was deliberate, right?
That damn emperor is testing me again. Your Majesty, what do you mean? I don't understand.
The imperial hunting grounds are always thoroughly inspected. How could a tiger suddenly appear? And the direction it came from, coincidentally, was the southern mountains, which have been restless lately. Isn't that too much of a coincidence? What do you think, Consort Su?
Your Majesty, if you have something to ask, just ask directly. No need to beat around the bush.
I want to know. Who is that person?
Is that it? Let me calculate it for you. That person is the Empress.
The Empress? That's impossible.
You don't believe me? Then I'll calculate it again for you. It is the Empress.
How dare you?
Your Majesty, please calm down.
This has nothing to do with you.
Why didn't you say so earlier? What a waste of emotion.
Dekang.
Your servant is here.
Summon the Empress for me.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, don't just stand there. It's tiring. Sit down and rest.
I'm not tired.
No, you're so tall standing there, it's intimidating. I can't even eat my pastries anymore. Thank you for your consideration, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Her Majesty the Empress has arrived.
Empress, do you know your crime?
Your Majesty, I am being wronged. There must be a villain scheming behind it, trying to frame me. Your Majesty, please don't be deceived.
This villain. Could it be me they're talking about?
Consort Su. I know, you have some unusual abilities, but you cannot, in front of His Majesty, slander Her Majesty like this. This is a capital crime. Your heart is too malicious.
I slander? I'm malicious?
With a flick of your finger, you say whatever you want, and it's true, even though there's no evidence. With that mouth of yours, you can turn black into white.
Your Majesty. With all our years of affection, she just moves her fingers. And you are going to convict me.
You can insult me, but you cannot insult my professional skills. Fine. You want evidence, right? I'll find it for you right now. Your Majesty. 3 kilometers west of South Mountain, there is a cave beneath. 6 feet further down, there must be something hidden.
Wake up. Stop talking nonsense. His Majesty won't believe your lies.
Dekang.
Here, Your Majesty.
Send a carrier pigeon to the Nanshan area immediately, based on the location Consort Su mentioned. Search.
Yes.
Your Majesty. Do you truly suspect me?
I trust you. It's because I trust you that I won't let a mere consort speak recklessly here. Rest assured, I will investigate thoroughly and clear your name.
What a show. Just say you want to investigate the Queen. Don't use me as an excuse. That damn Emperor's so scheming.
I need to find a way to notify my father. I have a clear conscience. However Your Majesty wishes to investigate, I have no objection. It's just that I've been having headaches lately. May I return to my palace to rest? When the results come out, I will return.
Why the rush, Empress? Nanshan is very close to the Forbidden City. The Imperial carrier pigeons are known for their speed. Before you even return to your palace, the news will be back. Just stay here and wait. I will clear your name.
Your Majesty, headache again? How about I do a reading for you?
I don't need your fake kindness.
Fine, suit yourself.
No, I can't just sit and wait. If Nanshan is exposed, I will have no way out. In that case, I might as well fight for my life. Your Majesty, remember this golden lotus hairpin? It was when you were still a prince, the first gift you gave me. How I wish to go back to those days in the prince's mansion.
Looks like His Majesty doesn't really want to go back.
But I later gave you many other gifts.
Indeed. You said it yourself. Those were gifts.
What is the Queen really getting at? It feels like she's not happy about His Majesty being emperor. Like she's dissatisfied. Is she crazy?
All these years, I have worn it every day. The pattern has faded. Your Majesty, look.
She's definitely crazy. Your Majesty, be careful. Protect the Emperor. Protect the Emperor. Someone, help the Emperor.
But didn't heaven say that I could win just by lying down? How could such a crazy coup happen to me?
Can't see me. Can't see me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
It's me, the Emperor.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, you're alive?
You were hoping I'd die?
No, no, no. Your Majesty, what are you saying? I certainly hope that you are deeply blessed and live a long life. Where's the Empress?
The Empress has been taken away by the Imperial Guard. She's now in the dungeon.
Your Majesty is certainly wise and mighty, fortunate and long-lived, deeply blessed, and sees through everything.
First, come out from under there.
Okay, I'm coming out. Your Majesty, you know what? Just now, that was the closest I've ever been to death.
She was trying to kill me, not you, and she only had one hairpin.
So what? What if she had practiced some evil martial arts, able to slay a dragon in one stroke? As a witness to her dragon slaying, I probably wouldn't have escaped either. Your Majesty, I was just rambling. Don't take it to heart. I knew from the start that Your Majesty is deeply blessed, fortunate, and long-lived, protected by the true dragon. Those petty villains cannot harm you.
Stop being cheeky, the floor is cold. Get up.
Oh no. I got so scared my legs went weak. I haven't recovered yet. No need, Your Majesty. I think this floor is very comfortable. Right now, I've already felt a sense of peace and tranquility from within. All my worries and fears have vanished into smoke. Your Majesty, want to give it a try?
Nonsense.
Life strikes me with pain, but I lie down and won't get up. How delightful, how delightful.
Is it really that comfortable? Is it really that comfortable?
Your Majesty, you should do as I do, spread your arms and legs to unleash your true nature. Usually, you're too tense, you need to relax.
I'm curious, how do you live so carefree?
Even the heavens said that in this life, even if I do nothing, I can still win without lifting a finger. That's fate.
Every day when I open my eyes, I have to deal with state affairs. Doesn't that make me born to toil? To be honest, I kind of envy you.
Hey, Your Majesty, you can't say that. You are the true Dragon Emperor, ruling the entire realm, beloved by the people, and blessed with infinite merit. How can you compare to me, a lazy fish?
You flattered me so much. Tell me, what do you want?
Your Majesty is wise. Indeed, nothing escapes Your Majesty's dragon eye. I wish to move out of Qiankun Palace, as far away from it as possible.
Why?
It's too dangerous by your side. In such a short time, I've experienced 2 assassination attempts. If I keep staying by your side, one night while sleeping, I might get strangled. I haven't lived enough yet.
Fine, I grant your request. Tomorrow you will move to Jing'an residence. That's the farthest from me.
Really? Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, where are you going?
I'm going to hand some loose ends, to restore peace and quiet in the harem, so you can be a lazy fish in peace.
Then hurry up, Your Majesty. If you can't, even a jog will do. Oh my. This Jing'an residence is really nice. Much bigger than where I used to live. And it's far from the Emperor. The view is pretty good too. Hey. Isn't that my old lounge chair? So comfortable.
Greetings, Lady Sue.
Why are you here again? The Emperor isn't going to promote me again, is he?
Oh no, no. His Majesty sent me to tell you, the Imperial Guard, following your directions, on the South Mountain, found hundreds of tons of refined iron. Some had already been made into weapons. The Empress's father was also there. He confessed to the attempted usurpation. The Empress's family was executed. The second prince was ordered to commit suicide. Oh, well, His Majesty said it's all thanks to you. So he sent me to deliver your reward.
That's it?
His Majesty also said you'll get your own private kitchen. Whatever you want to eat, just let us know.
Thank His Majesty. His Majesty really understands me.
This old servant will take his leave.
Life is truly as easy as turning my hand.
My lady, you haven't left the palace in a month. If this continues, your health will suffer.
Who says so? This past month, the kitchen has been switching up what they make for me. Wake up and eat and sleep. My health is great. I can handle another year of this.
How about you go for a walk with me?
Let's go.
Hey. My lady, look at these flowers in the Imperial Garden. They're blooming so beautifully.
Okay. When are we going back?
We just came out.
Never mind, I'm tired. I want to go back and eat. Ah, who's there? Watch where you're going. Oh, sorry.
Isn't this Lady Sue? Long time no see. I heard the Emperor kicked you out of Chang'an Palace.
Who got kicked out? Who told you that?
So you're Su Xing. Ordinary looking, nothing special.
Yeah, I really don't know how the Emperor took a liking to you. Even if you previously lived in Qiankun Palace, so what? Even if you accompanied the Emperor on the autumn hunt, so what? Now aren't you still sent to Jing'an residence?
Exactly. Without the Emperor's favor, you're nothing.
Su Xing. Once you step into this deep palace, you can't hope to stay out of trouble. Now it's your turn to taste the bitterness of being bullied after losing favor.
I'm hungry. Please move aside. I'm going back to eat.
Stop. You hit someone and think you can just leave? You don't see me as worthy, do you?
I already apologized. I knew I shouldn't have gone out. As soon as I go out, I run into little cuties.
Not enough. I want you to kneel and apologize.
No.
It's not up to you. You too, get her.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you want to mess with me? You sure you want to mess with me?
Let's talk. Nonsense.
Fine. You asked for it.
Oh no. Forgot she knew sorcery.
Playing trick. What are you two waiting for? Get her.
Born unlucky, no promotion for you. Cursed with bad luck, bad timing. Dark aura around you, bloodshed awaits.
You'll lose money.
You'll be demoted soon. You'll die sooner or later. I gotta say, you guys are really unlucky.
You witch. How dare you curse us?
Today, we'll teach you a lesson. I'll fight you. Ah, my face.
Your face is ruined, no promotion for you.
Hey.
My back.
Told you you're cursed. You trip on flat ground. You. Can I go now?
Woman, you're in for it. Oh.
Bloodshed awaits. Don't look at that bad luck.
Miss, didn't you say no cursing in the palace?
I didn't curse her. I just did a reading for her.
Who knew?
They're naturally this unlucky? Not my fault.
You're a lucky one, miss. Those who cross you end up badly.
Of course. Come on, let's go eat.
It's been only a month since the Empress's rebellion. A little over a month, in fact. They are already pressuring me to appoint a new Empress. Don't think I don't know what they're really up to.
Your Majesty, please calm down. Your Majesty, please calm down.
The court and the harem are one. The position of Empress is vacant. All factions are eyeing it hungrily. Is there not a single Empress who can give me peace of mind? I'm going for a walk alone. No one is to follow me.
Your Majesty, it's raining outside. Please take an umbrella.
You seem to be living quite comfortably.
Thanks to your Majesty, I'm doing great.
Su Xing. I thought long and hard before coming here.
What about?
What is it that you truly want?
What I want is very simple. To live, eat well, drink well, sleep enough. And preferably no one bothers me. Just like that for my whole life, plain and simple.
Is it really that simple?
It's that simple.
Do you know this ability of yours to have everything figured out is what countless people dream of? If you applied it,
Your Majesty, divination is like a blade. Used well, it can save lives. Used poorly, it harms others and yourself. I am timid, I fear shortening my life, and even more, I fear trouble. I just want to be a salted fish, basking in the sun, listening to the rain, that's enough.
very well. I understand.
He's so cryptic. The Emperor is getting more and more nonsensical. It must be exhaustion from state affairs. Luckily, the one suffering isn't me. Delicious. Consort Shu is here. Oh no. She's here to pick a fight again. Don't mess with my lunch.
Lady Shufei.
Hey, did I say you could come in?
This modest GAU's residence is actually as luxurious as a consort's. The Emperor truly dotes on you.
I wonder, Lady Shufei, why you honor me with your presence at this hour. What is your purpose? Could it be that you wish to have lunch here with me? Unfortunately, the food in my palace isn't enough for so many people. My lady, please take your leave.
What a sharp tongue you have. So it's with this mouth of yours that you bewitched the Emperor to favor only you.
Ah. Still playing dumb. My lady, she's clearly provoking you. You must not let her off.
Exactly, my lady. This person is currently only a lowly JU and already shows you no respect. If she gets promoted in the future, who knows what she'll do to you?
What are you doing? How dare you?
These 2 slaps are to teach you to clean up your mouths. Stop calling people that person. It makes me uncomfortable. You. What about me? As for you, I've said it before, you were born with bad luck, no hope of promotion. Your forehead is so scarred, why don't you find a way to remove the scars? Instead, you show off everywhere. Aren't you afraid of being disfigured? And you, I've said you're plagued by misfortune. Instead of hiding in your palace, to avoid the storm, do you think you're not unlucky enough?
Lately, indeed, whenever I step out, something bad happens, but when I stay in, nothing happens. Could what she said be true?
As for you, the darkness between your brows has lessened. Looking at your face, you are a good-natured person. But you've been corrupted by the foul aura around you. From now on, as long as you stay away from trouble, your luck will return naturally.
Don't tell me you actually believe her nonsense. Now that Lady Shufei is backing us, we're not afraid of her.
You were born unlucky. No one's backing can change that. Better to do more good deeds, and commit fewer sins of the tongue.
Lady Shufei is the future empress, the mother of the nation, born with a phoenix destiny. With her blessings, we will surely be fine.
She can't become empress.
What do you mean?
Are you hard of hearing? I said you're not destined to be empress. Did you get that this time? Woman. I'm just being honest. Look at you. Why are you getting all worked up?
Su Xing. Today, I will not let you off easily. You there, seize her.
What? You want another beating?
We're free. I'm not scared of you.
Oh, really? Then where are the other two?
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, you just saw it. I'm plagued with bad luck. I want to go back to the palace to avoid it.
I have a dark aura. I need to return to the palace to clear the bad energy.
Who dares to leave? I am the future empress. How dare you disobey me? Do you want to die?
I already said it. You can't be empress. Why are you so pig-headed?
At 12 years old, I was chosen as the crown prince's secondary consort. After the emperor ascended the throne, he made me a consort. My father is the emperor's most respected grand tutor. In this palace, aside from me, who is more deserving of being empress?
You sure have a high sense of entitlement. Since you're so obsessed with the empress title, so fixated, then let me do a reading for you, to see who will truly be the future empress, so you can finally let it go. This. No. Let me do it again. Is it because I'm hungry? That my reading is off? That must be it. Wait for me. I'll grab a snack and then do it again.
Su Xing. What are you up to now? You there, take this woman and seize her.
Imperial Decree. By the grace of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Jiyusu is of gentle and virtuous conduct, and embodies refined virtue. We observe her virtue, sufficient to mother the world. Therefore, we hereby appoint Su as Empress, to reside in the central palace. By imperial order.
It's really me.
How could it be her?
Me?
Empress? The one destined to be the mother of the nation, a position that runs the 6 palaces and wears you out.
Your Majesty. Please accept the decree.
Eunuch. Can I refuse?
Your Majesty, be careful with your words. Be very careful.
Looks like there's no other way. Then I thank His Majesty for his great favor. Why are you all still here?
Your Majesty, I have offended you before. Please let bygones be bygones. It's all because of my big mouth. I was wrong.
Your Majesty, I was just momentarily confused.
Please spare my life, Your Majesty. All right. I know you're not bad at heart, get up.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You two hurry back, stay indoors more lately. Purify yourselves from all that negative energy.
Yes.
Su Xing and the others are afraid of you. But I'm not. So what if you became empress? We'll see about that.
Stop. Did I say you could leave? Stop. Did I say you could leave?
What do you mean?
You used to beat and scold me at will, humiliate me one after another. You never imagined that I would become the empress, did you?
What exactly are you trying to say?
I am someone who doesn't like to cause trouble, but I'm not afraid of trouble either. And I have one greatest virtue, that is, I repay every grievance, Chun Tao.
My lady.
Just now, Consort Shu and the one beside her. This person, concubine Ning. Consort Shu and concubine Ning showed disrespect to me and verbally insulted me. What punishment should be given?
Insulting the Empress should be given 30 slaps on the face and confined to the palace.
Good. Then give them 30 slaps. You oversee it. Until 30 slaps are done, no one leaves.
Yes. Guards.
Release me. Su Xing. Su Xing.
Your Majesty the Empress, what boldness.
All right. Stop flattering me. Lately, it seems I haven't provoked the Emperor much, so why did he suddenly appoint me as Empress? I'm not cut out for it at all.
You jest, Your Majesty. Tomorrow, the coronation ceremony will be held. You will receive the homage of all officials and concubines. Tonight, please rest early. This old servant will take his leave now.
Coronation ceremony. Chun Tao, quickly. Help me take all this off. And this dress, so thick and heavy, take it off now.
Good thing last night I listened to Dekong and rested early. Otherwise, I would have become the first empress to die from exhaustion on coronation day. Being the empress really is a physical task.
How do you feel?
My neck is about to break. Comfortable. Why me?
Because you're lazy. It's precisely because you're afraid of trouble, because you want to be a slacker. Sucking. My empire is too vast, and the harem is too deep. I need an empress. One who won't form factions, stir up trouble, or scheme to give birth to a prince. To seize power. Even one who doesn't even want the phoenix throne. That way, I can be at peace, and the harem can be peaceful too.
So it turns out, what he saw in me was exactly my lazy nature. No desires, no ambitions. That's what makes me his most reliable pawn to balance the harem and stabilize the court. So, I am just a good luck charm for the palace.
You could say that.
Well then. Your Majesty, I have a favor to ask.
What?
The Queen's duties, can someone else do them?
Like what?
Like managing the harem, talking to concubines, hosting ceremonies, and such. Anyway, just don't bother me with any of it.
Fine.
Really?
As for you, you only need to do one thing.
What is it?
Just stay put.
Just lie down? Yeah, eat well and sleep well.
Yeah.
Nothing else to do? Deal.
Your Majesty. The consorts are here to pay their respects. It's time to get up.
Aren't I the Empress? Why do I have to go pay respects?
The consorts are here to pay respects to you.
No. Tell them I'm feeling unwell. Can't get up.
Yes.
Wait. Go tell them. Tomorrow, the day after that, they don't have to come anymore. I'm not well. The imperial physician says I can't get up early.
Yes. Ladies, please return. Her Majesty, the Empress, is unwell. No need to pay respects. All future respects are cancelled. Her Majesty is not well. She needs rest.
Great.
No more getting up early.
I heard you're unwell. But seeing your appetite, you don't seem sick.
Your Majesty, you're here. Come have some. Today's lunch is as delicious as always.
Your health, are you really okay?
I'm fine.
Then why did you cancel the morning audience, permanently?
Your Majesty, to be honest, I cancelled the morning audience all for you.
Me?
Yeah. Even though I'm basically a slacker, after becoming Empress, I feel a heavy responsibility. I always keep your instructions close to my heart. Maintaining the harem's goal of harmony is always on my mind.
In plain English,
I cancelled the morning greeting ritual. They don't have to be forced to gather every day, out of sight, out of mind. Naturally, palace intrigues will decrease a lot, and also, I won't have to get up early either.
in the end, it's still because you don't want to get up early.
Oh, Your Majesty, wasn't it you who said after I became Empress, I'd only need to eat and sleep and eat, right?
I did say that, yes.
Then why are you blaming me?
I'm not here to blame you, I am here to help you.
Help me?
You now, even though you cancelled the greeting system, as the Empress, the concubines will still come to you sometimes. You'll be driven crazy.
What can I do then?
What about Consort D and Consort Qian? They are both good in character and conduct. Moreover, their families are loyal and not threatening. They can help you manage the palace. And you can give the Phoenix seal to them. That way, if the concubines have issues, they can go to them. And you can just kick back and relax.
Really? That's great.
Su Xing, did you listen carefully to what I said? I said give the Phoenix seal away. Without this seal, you as Empress will be Empress in name only.
Your Majesty, don't you get annoyed?
What?
You're always testing me. Don't you get tired? I'm the one who's tired. Have you forgotten when you made me Empress, what you told me?
Su Xing, my kingdom is too vast. And the harem is too treacherous. I need an Empress. One who won't form cliques, won't stir up trouble, won't scheme to bear a prince, to fight for power. Even an Empress who doesn't want this Phoenix throne. That way, I can have peace. This harem can be peaceful.
Isn't it because you know I don't want this throne that you made me Empress? Now you're testing me again. I know, emperors are all suspicious. But your suspicion is a bit excessive.
Fine. It's my fault. I promise you, I won't suspect you anymore. Now I fully believe your dream is to be a salted fish.
No, salted fish have no dreams. If a salted fish has dreams, what's the difference from ordinary people?
All right. Whatever you say. I will send word to Defei and Xian Fei to come to your palace tomorrow for the handover.
Sure, remember to have them come in the afternoon.
Greetings, Empress.
Rise. Grab a stool yourselves. Let's eat and talk. Eat up. This is from the Imperial Kitchen. Newly delivered caramel sunflower seeds. They're sweet. So delicious. Do you know why I called you here today? The Emperor must have told you already.
The Emperor ordered the two of us to assist you in managing the harem.
Yes. This is a very important job. Because I and the Emperor value you, and trust your talents and character. That's why we're entrusting the authority to manage the harem to you.
Rest assured, Your Highness. I will not let you down.
We will definitely manage the harem well to ease your worries, Your Highness.
It's good that you have such intentions. Chuntao, go fetch the Phoenix seal.
Yes.
From today onward, I entrust this Phoenix seal to you. However, when you manage the harem, you must remember not to play favorites. Do not favor a concubine just because she is favored, and do not cut the allowance of a concubine just because she is not favored. We are all sisters. In this palace, life is not easy. We must work together to build a harmonious harem. Otherwise, slapping others every day is pretty tiring.
Don't worry, Your Majesty.
Chuntao, is lunch ready? I'm hungry.
It's ready.
Yay, let's eat. How about you two today stay and have dinner in my palace?
Well,
Great. I've long heard that the food in Her Majesty's palace is the best. I've been wanting to try it for a long time.
Yupin. Chuntao. Prepare 2 more sets of bowls and chopsticks.
Yes.
Don't you think that our Empress...
Our Empress is absolutely wonderful, kind and benevolent, modest and generous. We're so lucky.
Indeed.
Let's go. Hurry up and eat.
Chuntao.
Your Majesty. It's not even noon yet. Why are you awake?
Quick, get me paper and a brush. I dreamed of a very special dish. If I don't write it down, I'll forget.
Oh.
First fry the noodles in oil, then boil them. Serve with bone broth and beef. It must be delicious. Quick, send this to the Imperial Kitchen. Tell them to make it exactly like this.
Yes. Your Majesty. The noodles you ordered are here. Your Majesty. Here are the noodles you asked for.
What is this? Isn't this just plain noodles? Tell the Imperial Kitchen to redo it.
Your Majesty.
It's burnt to a crisp like wood. Can it even be eaten? Redo it.
No, redo it.
No,
redo it.
Your Majesty, please don't worry. I'll go right now and have the Imperial Kitchen redo it.
No need. By the time they figure it out, I'd have starved to death. I'll go to the Imperial Kitchen and make it myself.
Your Majesty.
Slow down, will you?
Oh, Chuntao, hurry up. I'm really anxious to eat those noodles. Which palace are you from? Are you blind? How dare you bump into me? Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. I have urgent business, so I'll be going now. Dressed so shabbily, you're obviously not favored. Stop. I'm in a bad mood today, really bad. You bumped into me yourself, so don't blame me if I'm not polite. Oh dear, I really don't have time to mess around with you. I'm in a hurry. Right now, you kneel and apologize to me. Are you okay? Did you not attend the coronation ceremony? That day at the coronation, I was ill and didn't go. No, that's not right. What business is it of yours? I am the Empress. What do you think? You the Empress? Don't be ridiculous. With your shabby look, how could you be the Empress? Shabby. Those pearl and jade ornaments are way too heavy. Who knew there'd be someone in the palace who hasn't seen the Empress? A fish that slipped through the net. Enough. Shunbi, take them to the tribunal.
How dare you lay a hand on Her Majesty the Empress?
You, a mere maid, dare to hit someone right in front of me. You're exactly who I'm hitting. The harmony of the harem has been ruined by people like you. Bullying others with your power? That deserves a hit. Being arrogant? That deserves a hit. Stirring up trouble? That deserves a hit even more. Just you wait. I'm going to report this to the Emperor right now. Let the Emperor punish you severely. The Emperor is right behind you. You can go tattle right now. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Please seek justice for me.
Justice for what?
This woman, from I don't know which palace, not only impersonated Her Majesty the Empress, but also struck me. You must punish her severely.
I see nothing wrong with the Empress disciplining a consort. What's the problem?
The Empress. You really are the Empress. You really are the Empress. Wasn't the Empress ill in bed? She looks so lively. How could she be the Empress? What? I told you I'm the Empress, but you didn't believe me. The Emperor told you I'm the Empress? And you still don't believe?
Decaying.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Noble Lady Li assaulted a superior, disregarded palace rules, openly insulted the Empress. From this moment, she is to be sent to the cold palace.
Your Majesty, spare me. I know I was wrong. Your Majesty, Empress. I was blind and offended you. Please forgive me. Your Majesty. Hey, you, in the palace, usually. Do you often bully others? The palace affairs are stirred up by people like you. That's why it's so murky. Serves you right. You'd better go to the cold palace and reflect well. Your Majesty. I'm wrong. I was wrong. Empress, what kind of mess is this? Why are there always brainless people trying to pick a fight with me? I'm so low-key.
Su Xing, you are truly my lucky star. You've done me a great favor.
Help? I didn't do anything.
Take a look at this.
To expand their own mansion. They forcibly occupied thousands of people's land. They are too much.
This noble Lady Lee's family. Relying on her grandfather being a founding hero, they are usually arrogant and domineering, looking down on everyone. I was troubled how to deal with them. Today I originally came for a divination. Unexpectedly, I just ran into her. She offended you, a subordinate attacking a superior. I had to take this opportunity. To punish her maternal family, you helped me solve a major worry.
No, it's all coincidence. Coincidence. I just wanted to eat some deep-fried soup noodles, and it ended up being a merit. The Emperor's being really generous this time. Sending me so many gifts.
Your Highness. These aren't all from the Emperor. Some are from a few former court officials. This is from Grand Censor Wang, the bracelet he sent. And this is the fine tea set from Prime Minister Sunday.
Those old farts. Weren't they just calling me a seductress who ruins the country?
Why have they changed their tune now? Your Highness, you're no longer a seductress. Those court ministers, after hearing about your deeds, all praise your kind-heartedness and effective governance. They all say you're the lucky star of our great Liang dynasty.
They still don't know me. All they send are things that look good but are useless. I have no interest at all.
There's more. The Emperor heard about your fried noodle incident and brought in some wild chefs from outside the palace, just for you. From now on, whatever you feel like eating, anything weird and unusual, just tell them. They've traveled far and wide, very experienced.
Really? The Emperor really understands me. Great. Quick.
Open it.
Smells good. That's the smell. Yes, that's the flavor. Yeah. It really takes the chefs from outside the palace. Smart. Even this dream dish you can make for me. Chuntao, go and reward them well. Tell them, from now on, as long as they study food with heart, the benefits won't be lacking.
Yes. Your Majesty, Consort D is here.
Your Majesty, I have an important matter to report.
Your important matter we'll talk later. Did you eat?
I haven't had dinner yet.
Perfect. Chuntao, go bring Consort D another bowl of noodles. Yes.
Your Majesty, this.
Don't talk, just eat. How is it? Isn't it delicious?
I have never tasted anything so delicious.
That's the point. Eat up while it's hot. We'll talk about your matter later.
I never imagined an ordinary bowl of noodles could be so delicious. Even the broth is so flavorful.
Of course. Oh, right. You just said you had an important matter. What is it?
It's Consort Liu. Her father and brothers are causing trouble. They're seizing farmland in their hometown, causing several deaths. The victims want to appeal to the Emperor, but the Liu family sent people to ambush them. Now the victims are hiding. If the Liu family finds them, their lives will be in danger.
Send someone to South Street in the capital, and inn next to the stable. Rescue the victims. Protect them well. This is a matter of life and death. Hurry. This is a matter of life and death. Hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Send someone to summon Consort Liu again. Her family keeps causing trouble. I must teach them a proper lesson. Yes.
I wonder why your highness summoned me late at night. What are your orders?
Sit. It's nothing much. I just missed you. I wanted to catch up.
Catch up? Between us, what is there to catch up on?
Hey, why is there nothing? Nothing to catch up on? We can talk about how your father and brother seized fertile land and caused death.
I don't know what your highness is talking about.
Consort Liu? You really haven't learned your lesson. Before, your uncle built an illegal dam, implicating you, and caused you to be demoted from noble consort to consort. Now your own father and brother have.
Your Highness, I really don't know what you're talking about. I'm tired. I'll go back to sleep now.
I knew you'd play dumb. Chuntao, go get my morning dew water and bring it here.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Haven't you noticed? Behind you, there are several ghostly hands.
What? Don't talk nonsense. There are no ghost hands.
They're right behind you. They look really resentful. Like rare, fierce ghosts.
What?
Consort Lu, how exactly did you get involved with them?
I don't know. Soothing. Please save me.
Their resentment is too strong. I can't do anything about it.
I don't believe it. Soothing. Empress. You are so wise, so powerful, you must have a way. Please save me, Empress.
All right. Since we're all sisters after all, I'll help you.
You. Why are you shaking your head?
This is not easy. Your birth chart is weak, you can't suppress evil. And the people around you, they don't know restraint. They use your favor to do evil, so the bad karma will naturally fall on you. If this continues, it might.
Empress. Empress. I beg you to save me, Empress.
Unless you can find a way to remove the resentment, I can't help you. Chuntao, take Consort Liu back.
Yes.
Oh, right. One more thing. For now, you'd better stay inside, block out outside disturbances, to avoid evil spirits. Finally, Consort Liu should be quiet for a while, right?
After Lady Liu returned home last night, she got so scared she fell ill. She wrote to her family overnight. The Liu family not only returned the people's land, but also paid a huge sum of money. Oh. The ones who caused the deaths, they're in prison now.
Serves them right. Lady Liu has done so many evil things. It's long overdue.
Your ladyship, what a clever plan.
Indeed, scaring people like that. Only your lady could come up with that.
Your Majesty, you're here. What are you holding there? Is it something delicious?
No. Why is food all you think about?
Oh.
This one is for fun. It's called mahjong. It's a tribute from the south. I brought it to keep you entertained.
Entertained? I've never even heard of it. This kind of thing, let alone played it. You might as well have brought me some food.
No worries, I've already learned it. I can teach you. Chuntao, go fetch Consort D and Consort Xian.
Yes.
Mahjong. Pay up.
Your ladyship has been winning all afternoon. Your luck is too good.
That's right, I navigate the harem by relying on good luck. Again.
Report. Your Majesty, a minister from the court requests an audience on urgent business.
Your Majesty. Are you afraid of losing? So you colluded with eunuch Dekang to make a getaway?
Nonsense. I can afford to lose this much. You keep playing, I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, there's only one left, take it.
Chuntao, go find someone else to join. Your Majesty, he'll definitely be gone for a while. Won't be back anytime soon. Let's not wait for him.
Yes.
3 bamboos.
Kong. Self-drawn, win on a Kong, I win. Pay up. Pay up, pay up.
Your Highness, you should rest.
No need. Didn't I tell you to get Consort D? Where is she?
Your Highness, you haven't slept in 3 days and nights. You've outlasted several consorts. I went to check, Consort D is still asleep.
Huh? She's no good. How can she sleep at her age?
Oh, Your Highness, look, they can't keep going.
You should go to sleep too. I'm not done playing yet. I don't want to sleep. Hey, Your Majesty, you're just in time. Come play mahjong. Look, they're all too weak.
You may go now.
Yes. Your Majesty, how is it? Your state affairs today, how are they going?
I summoned you for that very matter. I have come to see you. It's about this matter. I need your help to perform a divination.
What to divine?
Divine. Loyalty betrayal.
I can't do it.
Why?
You can't read people's minds. Of course, it's inaccurate. But if Your Majesty truly worries about General Gu, then let Lady Gu come to the palace tomorrow to have tea with me.
Tea? Fine. Then I'll do as you say.
Your Majesty, General Gu has returned in triumph, but he passed the main street without dismounting. This suggests he may be overshadowing you.
Your Majesty, I've heard that General Gu captured the enemy king's imperial seal, but kept it hidden instead of presenting it to you. In my opinion, General Gu harbors treacherous intentions.
You can't read people's minds. Of course it's inaccurate. But if Your Majesty truly worries about General Gu, then let Lady Gu come to the palace tomorrow to have tea with me.
Su Xing, I hope you can once again bring me a pleasant surprise.
Lady Gu, we've arrived at Fengyi Palace.
Thank you for your trouble, eunuch.
You're too kind, madam.
May I ask, eunuch, does Her Majesty the Empress have any likes or dislikes? This is my first time entering the palace. I'm afraid of offending Her Majesty.
Then I assume you've already heard, madam, about the incidents involving Consort Li and Consort Liu. Our Empress is resourceful and decisive. Anyone who tries to teach her a lesson ends up being taught one herself.
It sounds like the Empress is someone not to be trifled with.
But rest assured, our Empress, though capable of harsh measures, never stoops to petty squabbles. On ordinary days, she stays within the inner palace. Her only hobby is studying cuisine. As long as you don't interrupt her meals, anything else is fine.
Thank you for the advice, eunuch.
Then I'll take my leave.
The general returns in triumph. The Emperor is wary. The Empress summons me to the palace. It's likely a test, if not an ordeal. Well, fortune or misfortune. If it's misfortune, it can't be avoided. Is this meant to intimidate me? Humiliating me like this?
You must be Lady Gu. I'm sorry, it's too loud in here. We didn't hear your knock. Please come in. Her Majesty has been waiting for you.
Your Majesty, I've drawn a month's allowance in advance. Today I'll at least double it. No, triple it.
Your Majesty, Lady Gu is here. Lady Gu, you're finally here. Please sit. We're one short. We've been waiting for you. Let's go. Have a seat. I heard from the Emperor that you play mahjong too.
I know a little.
Great. Let's set up the tiles.
Wasn't it said that the Empress is clever and decisive, tough and resourceful? What's going on? Could it be? She's testing me.
Lady Gu, you said you only knew a little. I think you're actually a master at this. Look at us. Our faces are covered in strips. But your face is still clean.
Your Majesty, is the Empress calling me out? But the strips on her face, none of them were put there by me. I've been so careful.
All right, forget it. Let's keep playing. I refuse to believe that I can't beat you today.
Here.
3 of dots.
No. 6 of dots.
Can I please win one round?
8 of characters.
Mahjong. My luck has finally returned. Lady Gu, are you intentionally going easy on me?
Your Highness, it wasn't me.
Madam Gu, you're really something. How did you know which card to play so I'd win? Then from now on, every round, just let me win, okay?
Your Highness, you can't do that.
I know. I was just kidding. Madam Gu. From now on, no more secretly letting me win. I want to win fair and square, got it? You can secretly let me win, just don't let them know.
We all heard that. That's cheating.
Exactly. Your Highness. If you keep doing this, we, your consorts, won't play with you anymore.
Your Majesty. Seems really approachable.
I really was just kidding. Don't take it to heart.
Was I overthinking it?
Okay, everyone's tired today. Let's stop playing, go back early and have your meals, get some rest, we'll battle again tomorrow. I take my leave. Chuntao, bring the pastries over. Yes.
This is.
I heard that General Gu and Madam Gu are from Nanjing, Shuozhou. This is the most common snack rice cakes. Please try it. If the Imperial Kitchen made it authentic, thank you, Your Highness.
It's delicious. Your subject followed the general far from home for decades. The border is harsh and cold. It's been a long time since I've tasted the flavors of home.
Then have more. Later, I'll have the Imperial Kitchen make more. When you go back, take some to General Gu. Let him have a taste too.
Thank you, Your Highness.
The border is harsh and cold. I wonder if General Gu's old wounds still flare up often. In my treasury, there are 2 fine fox furs. Take them back and make him a cloak.
Thank you, Your Highness. The border is harsh and cold. It's kind of you to remember.
I have always admired the border's scenery. Why don't you tell me more about it?
I'll tell you everything I know.
Sit.
Dekang.
Yes, Your Majesty.
From the Empress's side, have we received any news?
To answer Your Majesty, Lady Gu left before the palace gates were locked. From Fengyi Palace, no news yet. No.
I can't rest easy. To Fengyi Palace.
Your Majesty.
I heard you spent the whole day talking with Lady Gu?
Yes.
So, what do you think of Lady Gu?
Lady Gu? She's wonderful. She's really nice. She's amazing. She plays mahjong and she can count tiles. And also, Lady Gu has high emotional intelligence. I enjoy listening to her. She's quite eloquent. She described the border scenery, like a painting.
I don't want to hear this. Get to the point.
Right, the point. The point is. The point is, today, she fed me tiles all afternoon, and let me win several rounds. I was so happy. Your Majesty, can we invite her again next time?
You didn't play mahjong all day, did you? What about the matter I asked you to look into?
Ask what? What matter? You didn't ask me to.
You knew, didn't you? I hadn't even said anything and you already offered to have Lady Gu summoned to the palace, I thought. So, do you actually know whether General Gu is loyal or treacherous?
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, naturally it's all fate, isn't it?
Su Xingyu.
What's wrong, Your Majesty?
Nothing. I'll head back first.
Your Majesty, take care.
Dekang.
Your servant is here.
Go. Take the Empress's mahjong set and put it away for now.
Yes.
Your Majesty, what are you doing? Your Majesty.
Sorry, Empress.
I'll kill you.
Your Majesty.
Speak.
Early this morning, Lady Gu led a convoy of carriages loaded with General Gu's war spoils from the border and handed them all over to the treasury.
Is that so?
Absolutely true. There were even a few items that are heirlooms of the Gu family.
Good. Let's start the court. I hear that Lady Gu this morning.
Your Majesty, I have something to report.
What is it, General Gu?
I have commanded the army and guarded the borders for 18 years. Your Majesty has trusted me greatly. This grace I can never repay. I swear by my family's lives that my loyalty to Your Majesty is as firm as iron, never wavering.
Good. General Gu, rise quickly. General Gu, you have worked hard and achieved much. I am deeply grateful. I must treat you well. I must not let loyal subjects feel disheartened.
Your Majesty is benevolent and cares for the people. You understand the conditions below. The Empress is compassionate and merciful. She treats subordinates with kindness. To serve such an Emperor and Empress is truly my fortune.
You and I, as ruler and minister, understand each other. This is indeed a blessing for the realm. From today, I appoint General Gu as Duke of Dingwo. The title is hereditary. Posthumously, Lady Gu is granted the title of Noble Lady. Grant 10,000 taels of silver and 1,000 taels of gold as a reward.
I bow in gratitude for Your Majesty's grace.
It seems I have misunderstood the Empress.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Where is your Empress? Why hasn't she come out to welcome me? Yes, she's still angry with me. Yeah. Still mad at me?
Our Lady, as far as I know, has never welcomed you before. Our Lady, she is.
Enough. I made her mad, so I'll go make it right.
Your Majesty.
Su Xing. About what happened before, I was wrong about you. General Gu's issue, thanks to your mediation, the conflict was resolved peacefully. Confiscating your mahjong last time, that was my fault. I was just in the heat of the moment. Su Xing. What reward do you want? I'll give you anything. Also the mahjong, I've already ordered Dekan to bring it over. Su Xing, I've said so much already. Can't you at least say something, respond to me?
Your Majesty, Our Lady, before, she overworked herself, and she's been sleeping all day.
Great, great, just great, Su Xing. You're truly my worthy Empress. Dai Kang. Has the Empress sent anyone to pass a message to me?
Your Majesty, not yet. Is there something you wish to tell Her Majesty? I'll deliver it for you.
No need. Strange. Why hasn't Su Xing written back? Is she not satisfied with my gifts? Right. She already has all the usual stuff, how can I? Got it.
You've got what, Your Majesty?
Dekang, pass my decree. Spread the Empress's deeds throughout the entire harem, so all concubines look up to her as a role model. No strife, no competition, wholeheartedly for the people. This is the ideal woman.
I'll do it right away.
Surely she'll forgive me now.
Your Majesty, the Empress requests an audience.
So eager to come and thank me already?
Your Majesty, that imperial decree you issued, what does it really mean?
You've helped me so much before, it's what I should do. Between you and me, there's no need for such formality.
How could you repay kindness with enmity?
Repay kindness with enmity? I made your virtue known throughout the harem. How is that repaying kindness with enmity?
Oh, Your Majesty, I told you, I just want to be a salted fish. You so loudly promoted me, how can I lie flat now? I don't want that kind of managing the harem reputation for being thorough. I just want to lie flat.
But this doesn't affect your lying flat. The daily affairs of the harem still don't need your management.
But a tall tree attracts the wind. I'm so conspicuous, there will definitely be people who envy me and frame me. Then, it will be endless trouble. Endless.
Who would dare? You are the Empress of the Central Palace. Who would dare touch you?
Oh, you don't understand.
Under your management, the harem is well organized. Almost everyone knows how to play mahjong, playing day and night. Who has the mind to envy or frame you?
Hey. You have a point there. Now everyone seems busy studying how to play mahjong.
However, speaking of people who might frame you, I actually remember a few.
Who? Who wants to frame this empress?
The Imperial Kitchen. I've heard ever since you became empress, you've been exploiting them, making them come up with all kinds of ways to cook delicious food for you. From the common people, I brought those wild chefs, their secret recipes you've almost squeezed dry.
Who exploited them? I call it efficient resource allocation and food exploration. Besides, I've increased their monthly salary several times over. Moreover, every time they develop a new dish, I give them all a group bonus. I'm very conscientious, you know?
You sure are. But the new dishes that you've developed, I haven't tasted any of them.
That's only because, Your Majesty, you've been too busy. Next time I will make sure to bring you some. Your Majesty, it's getting late. I have an appointment with Consort Xian and Consort D to play mahjong. I'll take my leave now. Six Wan, Peng.
Isn't the Empress ill? She looks pretty energetic to me. What is that they're playing?
I heard it's mahjong. It's quite popular in the palace now.
Then why haven't I heard of it?
They probably think your status is too high, Your Highness. Others wouldn't dare to ask you to play.
You know so much. Have you played?
I've only heard about it, never played.
Oh, so it seems nobody plays with you either, huh?
Mahjong, pay up, hurry up and pay. Chuntao. Where's my bird's nest soup with peach gum and silver ear? Why hasn't it been delivered?
Your Majesty. The Imperial Kitchen says all the bird's nest was sent to Consort Shu's palace, there's none left.
Consort Shu? Who's that?
You've met her before. Back when you were still a GU.
I was 12 years old when I was chosen as the Crown Prince's secondary consort. After the Emperor ascended the throne, he honored me as a consort. My father is the Grand Tutor whom the Emperor respects most. In this palace, besides me, who is more worthy to be Empress?
Oh, the one with a high sense of entitlement, Consort Shu with her Empress dream.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now that I'm Empress, I've shattered her dream. This bird's nest soup, if she likes it, let her have it. I've been tired of it for a long time anyway. Go tell the Imperial Kitchen to prepare some new things for me.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Chuntao. Where's my lunch? Why hasn't it arrived? I'm starving to death.
Your Majesty, your lunchbox was accidentally knocked over by Consort Shu.
What? Then what am I having for lunch?
The Imperial Kitchen is already rushing to prepare it.
Ah, forget it. I'm starving. I'll just go to the Imperial Kitchen and see what else there is to eat. I happen to have a new dish to discuss with the chef. Make it well.
Let's go.
Your Highness. Why did you purposely knock over the Empress's food box?
I just can't stand the way she acts.
But I think the Empress is actually pretty nice.
What did you say? Did she buy you off?
No. Your Highness, don't you think ever since she became Empress, our lives have gotten a lot better?
What do you mean by that?
The morning greetings were cancelled. Even before that, Li Pin, who was always causing trouble, was confined to the cold palace. Lu Pin has recently been staying indoors. Everyone stays in their own palace, just basking in the sun, and don't have to worry that after losing the Emperor's favor, our allowances will be reduced or be mistreated by the imperial household.
So what? The Empress is best at these tricks to win people over. Look at De Fei and Xian Fei. Before, they entered the prince's mansion together with me. How long has Su Xing been Empress? Those two are constantly running to her palace, being so attentive.
But I really think she is quite nice.
And Rong Pin and Qi Pin? I remember you used to be good friends, right? But now? How long has it been since you last spent time together? All this is the Empress's scheme. She wants to take us all down at once.
Your Highness, I really think.
Shut up. I don't want to hear your nonsense. I'm leaving now.
Your Highness.
That darn Su Xing. What exactly did you do to bewitch the Emperor? And the entire harem? Now, even the people around me are all speaking well of you. I win.
Pay up.
Hurry up, pay up.
But I think Her Majesty the Empress is actually quite nice.
Su Xing, why do you get to live so comfortably? I'm not going to let you off easy.
So? How is it? Did they make the dish? I described it to the chef in great detail. No way. They couldn't have failed to make it, could they?
They made it. But Lady Shufei threw it away.
What? That Lady Shufei is just too much. I didn't want to bother with her. She actually thinks I have no temper, huh? Let's go.
Greetings, Your Majesty the Empress. Greetings, Your Majesty. What brings you here?
It's you. The new dish the Imperial Kitchen made for me, you threw it away?
Your Highness, what are you talking about? I don't understand.
Stop pretending. That fried tofu I spent a long time researching, creating that new dish. They all saw you throw it away.
Oh. You mean that black-looking tofu? I smelled it. It stank. I thought it had gone bad, so I just tossed it.
What's spoiled? It's supposed to smell like that. It smells bad but tastes good. I haven't even had a bite, and you threw it away.
You're way out of line, you know that? Well, then. Just have them make another one. Since the Emperor dotes on you so much, and the Imperial Kitchen listens to you, they're practically your private kitchen. Making another one isn't a big deal.
Make another one? You think making another one doesn't take time? If it weren't for you, today, right now, I would have already eaten it.
Don't you have Consort D and Consort Xian, those two good helpers? Ask them to help you figure it out. After all, they do whatever you say.
Neither of them knows anything about cooking. How could they help? No, your tone is off. Could it be? You're jealous?
Jealous? What are you talking about? Don't talk nonsense.
I heard that, before you, Consort D, and Consort Xian entered the prince's mansion together. Before that, you were very close sisters. But later, you gradually drifted apart from them.
They even told you that?
So it's true?
Whether it's true or not is none of your business. I don't want to see you. Get out.
Chuntao, go fetch Consort D and Consort Xian, bring them here.
Yes.
Your Highness, you summoned us?
You're here. Come, come, come.
What's the matter, Your Highness? Why did you summon us so urgently?
What do you think? Of Consort Shu, as a person? What do you think? About Consort Shu? How is she?
Well, I dare not rashly judge.
Oh, come on, stop pretending. I know you used to be close sisters. You must know her well. Spill it, come on.
All right. Since Your Highness asks, I'll tell the truth. Actually, Consort Shu isn't a bad person. Among the three of us, she used to be the kindest-hearted one.
Ah. So appearances can be deceiving. Look at her now. She's completely a sour and mean look.
Sigh. It's a long story. The three of us entered the prince's mansion together. At first,
Consort Shu was the most cheerful
and willing to help.
She thought.
We were all sisters. So she was nice to everyone. But good times don't last. The emperor became emperor, and we moved into the harem. Many new people came. Consort Shu
still treated everyone as sisters, helping anyone in need. But unfortunately, with more people, there came more scheming. Consort Shu was stabbed in the back. Although that person has already gotten their karma, Consort Shu still has psychological scars. Since then, she doesn't trust anyone anymore. She's grown distant from us. More and more distant. When she sees us, she says harsh words. She regards everyone as enemies vying for favor.
Oh, so that's how it is. So Consort Shu became dark after being betrayed.
You could say that.
Yes, Your Highness. Consort Shu is really not bad at heart, she just likes to talk tough. But she's truly not bad.
Yes, Your Highness. I know, she has offended you before, but I hope you won't hold it against her. She's just been in the palace too long, so.
As for before, although she offended me, she's already been punished. In my heart, I consider it water under the bridge. But hearing what you said today, I've become interested in her again.
2 bamboo.
8 won.
9 won.
What do you mean by this? You've been playing mahjong outside my door all day. It's so noisy.
3 dot.
I win. Thank you, Empress.
My luck. It's all your fault.
No. What do you mean? What does me losing have to do with you?
I would have won this round if you hadn't come out and ruined my luck.
That's utter nonsense. I'm warning you, leave here right now, or I'll go tell the Emperor.
No need, he'll be here soon. He said after his court session, he wants to play a few rounds too.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
My stomach suddenly hurts so much. Consort Shu, can you take over for a couple rounds? I have a great hand. You must only win, no losing. Xun Tao, teach her.
Hey, I haven't agreed yet. Since the Empress is begging me like this, I suppose I'll reluctantly help her out. But let me be clear, just one round. It's not like I wanted to, it's the Empress's command. As a consort, I have no choice but to obey.
All right, enough. Just draw a tile.
Hey, this is my first time playing, how does it work?
Your Highness, you have a fantastic hand. You're already waiting for the winning tile. If you draw a 5 dot, you'll win by self-draw. 5 dot, Your Highness wins. You won on your first try.
Why did you come to play mahjong at Lady Shu's place?
Naturally, to promote harmony in the harem.
Since you don't want to say, I won't press further.
Your Majesty, your servant, may I ask you a question?
What?
I heard Lady Shu's father was your tutor. So she must have grown up being influenced and become learned, very talented.
Naturally.
Great, let's go see how she plays mahjong. How she plays mahjong.
1-1.
I win. I win again. Quick, put on a slip.
Hang. I don't want to play anymore. Lady Shu, did you already know how to play? And pretend you didn't, just to mess with us.
No, this is really my first time playing. If it weren't for Chun Tao teaching me, I wouldn't even recognize the tiles.
Then how come you kept winning?
Looks like Lady Shu has a talent for playing mahjong.
Your Majesty.
Everyone, sit down.
My talent, I know it myself. You don't need to remind me.
Hey, you, why are you so ungrateful? I was complimenting you.
When someone's being overly nice, it's either trouble or deceit.
No, you speak so harshly. If I hadn't set up this mahjong table, with your sharp tongue, for 8 lifetimes no one would play with you.
You. Who wants to play with you anyway? I'm perfectly fine alone. You're too noisy.
You want some peace and quiet, huh? Fine. We'll just go somewhere else to have fun. Let you have your peace and quiet. Come on, let's move the table.
Wait. I am the Emperor. What table requires me to move it myself?
Oh. Oh, right. I almost forgot. We're all people of status. It's really not appropriate to do this. Chun Tao, go find some eunuchs. We'll move the table back to Fenji Palace.
Yes.
Everyone's been moving the table. They're all tired. Let's head back to the palace and have some good food. Let's go.
How come I never noticed this entrance was so quiet before?
Your Highness. Are you waiting for the Empress?
Nonsense, I just think the weather is nice today. I want to take a walk. Who's waiting for her? I'm going out for a walk now. You. Don't follow me.
Your Highness, the Empress said if you want to play mahjong, you can go to her palace anytime.
I don't want to play mahjong. If someone wants to go, let them. How did I end up here?
Fragrant.
It's so fragrant.
Yeah, my lady. Where exactly did you get so many strange and exotic but delicious new dishes? We've never had them in the palace.
It's a secret.
This matter I really can't agree to that.
This matter you must agree to it.
Sending the royal shadow guards to search among the people for secret recipes? What a disgrace. Is that what the shadow guards are for? Besides, didn't I already find you many wild chefs for you?
No matter how wild those chefs are, there are only so many. The recipes in their heads over and over. I've already grown tired of them. Your Majesty, please help me.
I trained the royal shadow guards, not for this.
Oh, Your Majesty, peace reigns inside and outside the palace now. Your shadow guards are idle anyway. Rather than let them in the palace drawing salaries for nothing, why not let them go outside and run around, practice their skills, and by the way, they can also help you observe the people's condition. Kill multiple birds with one stone, right? I've helped you so many times. I only have this one request. Can't you fulfill it?
Fine, I agree. But this matter must never be told to anyone. Absolutely, don't let them know that I made the royal shadow guards do this kind of thing.
I understand. Anyway, from now on, we will have an endless stream of novel delicacies for us to taste. Come on, eat. Chu Fei, you're here, come in.
I'm so happy you could come.
Try it. This is a new dish the Empress has developed. Just dip these vegetables in. Then dip them in our bowl's sauce. It's really delicious.
Is it really that good?
Whether it's good or not. Just taste it yourself and see.
All right, since you're being so sincere about inviting me, I'll try a bit, reluctantly.
We just put into the pot. A lot. It should be done by now. You can pick some out and eat.
How is it?
It's just okay. It's definitely better than the other palace meals. By a tiny bit.
There you go, acting noble again. You put on this act all day. Aren't you tired of it?
Who are you calling fake? I knew you were up to no good.
Noble consort, with your intelligence, you must have sensed the atmosphere in the palace is different from before. Quite different, isn't it?
Hurry up and try it before it goes cold.
We don't have to go out of our way to win favor anymore. And we don't have to scheme against each other. Don't you like this life we have now? And after spending this time together, haven't you noticed what kind of person the Empress is?
Who knows if she's faking it?
I can't be bothered to fake it. Living behind a mask is just too exhausting. All I want is to eat well and drink well, and have no worries, palace scheming and all that. I just can't be bothered to take part. All I want is for everyone in this palace to be happy and live together in harmony.
Anyone can say nice words.
I've never heard you say any nice words. I'm genuinely curious. With such a sharp tongue, how have you survived so far?
You.
All right, don't get mad. How about this? I'll give you half of the authority to manage the 6 palaces. Deal?
Huh?
Well,
That way, the palace affairs won't need me at all. I can finally just lie back and relax.
I heard an epidemic broke out in the palace. How can you be so calm?
That's because...
By your leave, Your Majesty.
Your Highness, I have already sealed off the palace passages and strictly screened all related personnel.
I have ordered the Imperial Household Department to distribute wormwood to every palace to be burned and boil vinegar and wine into a solution to sprinkle in every corner of each palace to stop the epidemic from spreading.
Good.
I have ordered all the palace staff infected with the epidemic to be placed under strict supervision and assigned imperial physicians to give them careful treatment. Rest assured, Your Highness, the epidemic is temporarily under control.
Good, good, good. I, on my part, have already handed the prescription to the Imperial Medical Academy. Take it from here.
Yes, Your Highness. I shall take my leave.
What is this?
See? Easy peasy. Doesn't affect my plan to lie low at all.
I really underestimated you. I didn't expect you to actually get Consort Shu to help you manage the palace. You managed to crack that tough nut.
Not only am I lucky in life, I also have good teeth.
I remember. The last time I came to see you when it rained was at the Jing'an residence. You were just like now, lying on the lounge chair, carefree and at ease.
Yes, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I never imagined that I'd now be living in the Fengi Palace, becoming the Empress.
Do you know what people outside are saying about you?
I don't want to know.
They say you are the Empress who least looks like an Empress.
But I never really had the makings of an Empress.
But it's precisely this Empress who doesn't seem like an Empress that has brought the great Liang harem unprecedented peace. Correspondingly, the scheming in the court has also decreased quite a bit.
Can't help it. Someone as lucky as me is a lucky star wherever I go.
But sometimes I wonder, pushing you into this position, am I doing you a disservice?
Not at all. No need to wake up early for morning greetings, no need to scheme against others, no more messy account disputes. Eat whenever I want, drink whenever I want, and there are people who regularly send me a little money, along with endless exotic delicacies. When I want to play mahjong, I can always find someone at any time. This life is practically tailor-made for me. I'm lying here so comfortably. This is what I've always dreamed of, a laid-back, carefree life.